but I might as well tell you on the air. Yesterday afternoon, I get a call from the people with Variety, not the magazine, but an organization of film distributors and movie companies and folks like that. And I barely know anything about them. I know they do some really good work, charitable work. And it turned out that Gary Cogill, the wonderful Gary Cogill from Channel 8, was supposed to MC an event last night at the Four Seasons in Las Colinas. Mm-hmm. And he's sick. He's got like the flu or something. And so they called me and they said, well, look, we know it's short notice. Could you do this? And I said, yeah, sure, of course. I've got nothing to do. Absolutely, I'll do it. So I go to this thing and they're having it, and there are these executives from all over the country have flown in, and people from here who are in the theater ownership business, like Cinemark is there, and Studio Movie Grill.
Oh, awesome.
And Kevin Mitchell, the guy who owns the theater that you love in Waxahachie.
Oh, yeah, Showbiz.
He's there. Yeah, he's there, and they're handing out awards, and they're having a golf tournament today. I hope it doesn't rain on them. But the big thing is, here's what they do. They are the folks who, let's say you are covered by insurance, or you're not covered by insurance, you're in that netherworld in between where the insurance company won't pay for the specialized wheelchair for your child.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Because let's say your child can walk just enough or not enough, or anyway, the insurance won't cover it, or Medicare won't cover it, or they'll cover just barely part of it, but not all of it.
Right.
They are the people who actually come up with the money to pay for these walkers and wheelchairs, and they go directly to the medical manufacturers, and the manufacturers knock off their profit margin and sell them at cost. And we're talking about $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 wheelchairs.
Yeah, cool. Wow.
So that's what they do. And who knows that there's an organization out there, and the way you usually find out about them is because somebody like a doctor or a therapist says, well, hey, I know this group over here. If you need a wheelchair for your child. Well, last night, there's some of the kids who were there, right? And there is a little girl there. And she's non-ambulatory. She has spastic quadriplegia. She has cerebral palsy. She has about 9 different things working. And because of this organization, Variety, she's brought up on stage with her folks, and she's in this chair. And all of a sudden, from behind the stage, they bring a special needs bicycle.
Oh, wow.
Now, you're thinking, a bicycle? Oh, yeah, you ought to see this thing. It's got pedals, it's got handlebars. It's actually more of a trike, but the coolest thing about it is in the back, it's got a handle, and the parent can walk along behind it and steer this thing if the child can't. And this little girl is like 6 years old, 7 years old, and 2 things were immediately obvious. Number one, it had a profound effect on her, because when they took her out of her chair and put her in this bike, this trike, she lit up.
I'll bet.
And number 2, her little brother was eyeing this thing going, I really want to ride that. It was the cutest thing, and I had no idea about this organization, didn't know a thing about them yesterday, and went to that last night, and I was in a room full of saints. It was the coolest thing you ever saw in your life. And I'll find the website. We'll put it on the morning show page at KLUV.com so you can read about them too. They really are angels. It was really